On a special breaking episode, we have Jena Bishop back. We had to track her down, fight for her time like a Mortal Kombat style thing. It's because she signed up for more fights. Ref, which means it's time for she's ready to go. Verbal Tap, the show that proves fighting way easier from outside the cage. Not for Jena. It's way easier inside the cage. It is an October to November turnaround. It was like mid-October that you last fought. Now she's fighting again. But before Jena, Raph, how are you?
I'm good. I do appreciate
Did you
when the
sign
guests...
any fights?
No, I think we both know I have not.
All right. Neither did I.
I am quite glad that Jena is so about this business that it's almost like she set the agenda and she was like, guys, here's the order in which we're talking. I know I have my own podcast. Thank you. Not fighting. Download it wherever podcasts are available. So we're glad to have her back. Jena, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm like, just right back into fight camp. So
I was about to say the whirlwindness of you last week leaving us on a cliffhanger of, I might, it's looking likely. And then the next day as we post it, red hot news, you are fighting at the LFA in Burbank.
Yes. So yeah, next week, back at it. 3 weeks, I think, is the time between.
Jeez, what's the record? It's got to be near 3 weeks. Logistically, it takes a few weeks to get cleared. You have to somehow. Are you already at weight? Is that an issue for you at all?
No, it's not. I'm good. My weight's great. So
damn. It's a testament to people that fight that way. Because if you're wondering, hey, why does no one do that when you're kind of in the groove? It's because most people can't make weight twice in 3 weeks. Actually, 10% of fighters, if I'm being generous. Jena, how's this one going to go? Who are you fighting? It's LFA. I saw that. I'm looking for promo stuff. I should have it in front of me.
Yeah, because they needed somebody to fill in. And so I'm fighting Dione Barbosa. And I said, let's go.
How are you going to call your finish? Are you going to call it?
No, not yet.
All right.
I'll get there, but I need like a couple fights under my belt first before I'm gonna go I don't know, Gordon Ryan on everybody.
So tune in for January when she's on her 7th fight, because the holidays, she's just going to bounce around Dubai beating people up for a few months in December. Just what I heard.
I also like the precedent that she sets, which is, hey, listen, I didn't pull a Paulo Costa here. I am ready to make weight. I didn't grab my nearest wine after I won. I'm ready to fight. And I appreciate that. However, they always say be careful of these things because, then they get used to it. They're like, Jena, you had a 3-week turnaround. How's a week and a half go?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
next week,
insane.
You get 2 hours notice.
I'm not doing all that.
Thank you.
But it was a good opportunity. So, I'll take it when I can. I've been trying to fight all year. I wanted to have, my goal was to have 3 fights within this year. And so if I can get 2, I'm happy.
Yes, please don't get a 3rd because that means you at Christmas just fighting somebody outside your family's house, I'm sure.
Probably.
Our family better be careful. She might pop off if somebody goes Thanksgiving for that last bit of stuffing. Or
a New Year's Eve party
that's randomly there. Yeah.
She does the math. She's like, wait, I could still get this 3rd fight in. Oh, I'm going to fight this person outside this party.
Someone's dressed like Chuck Liddell. She peppers him up.
Well, let's discuss this because we are short on time with you. Kevin and I may talk a little bit more about the fights after you're gone because you are a busy person. We got to get you in and out. We should go over some of the big points, though.
Okay.
How surprised were you by Clever Teixeira's win on Saturday?
I was shook about it, but also not at the same time because you just can't ever count that guy out. It's every time he's I'm like, oh, this is, he's fighting this guy. He's going to get destroyed. He's just too old. He can't do it anymore. And then it's nope, he just finds a way and he does it again. And he doesn't look like an old man when he's fighting. It's just crazy. And then, and I just felt Jan kind of looked a little off the whole fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe having a baby is new distraction for him or something. I don't know. He just looked off.
Amen.
You have recently had a new baby. Have you been off?
Yeah, tremendously. Couldn't remember genuine facts about the NBA 2 days ago. Took me a week to remember. Just you had to help me through half guard retention. And you're like, "Are you smash passing?" I was like, "I'm not. I'm not."
Well, you gain a few pounds as a new dad. You use that new dad strength. Now, Kevin, you had a rant that I wanted to steal, but I'm not going to do it. Please tell our audience why we're anti-Glover winning, just in terms of how they're spinning it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is scary because they're saying like, "Oh, you see him, Tom Brady, like you could do this too. Anyone out there right now could hop off the couch and fuck up Jan." That really hurts because not all of us have been training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu since we don't remember, say 3, 4. I think he might be giving a little bit too much in the moment to what is an accomplishment for someone north of 40.
Huge.
It's really arguably the biggest outside of, again, Tom Brady's bullshit with the Super Bowl. This is up there for people over 40 that have accomplished things. I think it's scary that he's even remotely giving the rest of us confidence or a shot. Jenna, your thoughts?
Well, the thing that you said, hold on, Jenna, before you get in here, I just want to make sure that people understand why we're so pissed off at this.
Yeah.
I can't
getting
do
on the
that,
microphone.
I'm not
getting
capable.
on the microphone and saying, "You guys never give up on your dreams." And I go, that sounds great.
Some people need to give up on their dreams.
Some should. Yes.
Some people do need to. Like, let's be honest. Some people are delusional. Like, dreams and delusions are different. And some people, I'm like, yo, like, you should have gave it up a long time ago.
Jenna speaking facts.
I know, especially in sports, you just see so many. It's something to me where I see this happen all the time, and I get sad for people. I'm like, and then I also don't want to be that person like chasing this it's this thing of where the people who have almost made it, like you took second place a whole bunch of times, or you just almost made it to the top, where it's like you feel like you're so close, but that goal like just might not ever be reachable, and then you keep fighting just like way too long, or competing just like way too long, and now you've tarnished like any good name that you had, or just maybe you weren't capable in the beginning.
Well, Jenna,
just ask me. I've had a dream about. Ask me if I've thought about being in the MMA for the last week. Yes.
Have you?
And that is a problem.
Well, come fight me, and then we'll figure out if that's
No. See, this is already.
God.
You've gone
She's
from.
trying
Wait,
to
hold on.
Third fight.
You're not first gear in my career, just so you know. You're like fourth or fifth gear if I'm working up to it.
I also want to make it very clear to everybody, when they say, and he gets on the microphone, he goes, "You know what, guys, never give up your dreams." And I go, that does sound nice, except we are bypassing the fact that this man has been doing jiu-jitsu for those 20 years. So it's not like you could just pop up and then all of a sudden you're like, I found my dream and I just decided to do it today. It's like, dude, if you started your MMA journey at 40, you will die at 45. So just, reasonable dreams. How about maybe take an MMA class and just kind of learn the stuff? But when we say, I have a dream, what's the dream? To be an MMA world champion. You would have to have Glover Texturis pressure. Also, apparently, a very easy takedown to get on Jan, which all of us looked at and go, oh, okay, I guess that does make sense.
Yeah, I was kind of taken aback by that whole fight, everything that happened. I was like, what is going on right now? Like, why?
Old guy magic.
So it was fun. It was great to see. All of us went wild because it was midday over here on the Pacific Coast. We had just gotten done with training, and all of us were watching it. And we all go, there's no way. And then we saw the second that he even suggested he was going to get a rear naked choke. It looked like he tapped. He didn't even look like he'd finished it. He just goes, shit, you got me.
And I had like one hand like underneath the chin, like not even fully. And then it was like, all right, it's over.
And we had wondered if something had happened or if he had gotten broken a little bit up beforehand. But we did find out, Jenna, that he did give him a beer beforehand.
I did see that.
Okay. Now I like that as a move. It's very sweet. But
What
then
did he drink it? Was it laced?
Did
with
you
something?
see?
It's
There
like
was the weirdest thing about that is like I was watching Embedded and like they're following them and they're in the bathroom. Like Jan's like washing his hands and I was like, who is he talking to? That's literally like peeing in the urinal and it's like they're recording it. He's like, I got a present for you. I got a present for
saw
you. And then
that.
it like was a beer. I'm like, why are you recording them while he's peeing?
Okay, you've brought it up. Did you think it was going to be an inappropriate present? I really thought. I was tense the whole time. I was like, gross.
I was really, I'm like, what are they? Who is it? What? This is confusing. And I'm like, I kind of don't want to know now, whatever this is.
You bring up a good point, which is I think it's cool that he's giving him a present. Don't get me wrong. That's great.
Yeah.
And I know we're short on time, but is the bathroom the right place to do this?
No, it's not.
That's
I
what
don't
my
think he
wife
gave him
asked.
the present in the bathroom. It was later, but they were like the UFC thought it was appropriate to record that conversation.
No, yeah, we're good.
Like, why are there cameras in a bathroom? There shouldn't. That's like illegal.
I do like the idea of them saying, all right, Raph, you're going to go to the urinal. We're going to get an over-the-shoulder shot of what? The painting behind me? Yeah, we really want to get a good shot of you at the urinal. You know, how about we unembed this one?
And we're only going to mic the guy screaming, I have a gift for you with the guy peeing.
Oh, God.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Oh,
now,
God.
having said that, we should go through a couple of these other quick highlights. I would ask you, are you aboard the Kazmat train now?
Me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. Because everybody seems to love him. And I would say I was a little nervous what the time off would do. And then he mauled a guy. And it was hilarious.
Yeah, he did. I'm trying to remember everything because I had to go back and watch all the fights. And I
There were
watched
14
most of them.
Yeah.
I watched the ones I wanted to watch.
That's fair.
I wanted to watch all the bearded guys, and then the girls, like all the guys that look the same. I wanted to see them fight.
Yeah, at some point Jenna's just like, who is this again? Is this
I'm like,
oh, okay.
Which one? That one's Islam? No.
So with
They're
Khamzat, Kev, they're trying to give him now the top tier sort of people. Like they started mentioning that, somebody at the top of the food chain might want to take notice. And Colby Covington this week has said, well, a common flu almost took him down. What make you of that?
Oh God.
We articulated concern with on our last episode with Fatima about the trash talk coming out of Colby Covington. This only further reiterates it. He just keeps kind of coming up with some less fun versions. Mm-hmm. That makes me think he's already trying to book his next fight, and he's got one coming up.
He does, and he was saying that the old version of him, that's dead. That thing's old news. Now the new version of him, 2.0, it's no gimmick. And I said, it sounds just like the old one.
Well,
Maybe
the old
worse.
one had a point. I mean, the old one was just like, Trump in America. I got it. The new one I'm worried about. The new one I'm like, where did we end? Because it's not the Chael Sonnen directness. It's still some sort of persona, but it's not as specific. Maybe it'll be this Saturday.
I want to transition to this because this fight had us hype in the gym. Peter Yan versus Corey Sandhagen. Jenna, as somebody who was watching this as a fighter, what made you of their fight?
What made me what? Sorry.
What did you think of the fight between Peter Yan and Corey Sandhagen?
I'm not going to lie. I only watched like parts of that fight. And
oh, Jenna, really that's a good one.
I know it was really good. Everything I was watching was like, I was like, oh my God. But you have to understand what happened on Saturday. I had a kid's Halloween party and then I had sparring right afterward. And I was like, watching what I could. And I think that was
get it.
So I was wiped out.
You don't get it. No one gets it. Life of a fighting mom. This is interesting. Halloween weekend. What a pain in the ass.
Well, you're a fight mom, which is
I
means
am.
I'm sorry. I
that,
thought this was a
you know,
child situation. You had just
No,
a
no,
voluntary.
no.
My kids' class that I teach, we had the Halloween party, which is a lot of energy.
Yes,
Oh
and I
my.
do get that could be draining. However, Kevin, you should know. Have you watched the Squid Game? Are you familiar with what's happening on this whole side of the world, Kevin?
No, God, I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
On the Squid Game, it
I
can be
know
very
it's a
violent.
show.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Okay, that is a good statement to make. It's very bold. Yes. So Jenna dressed up as a character, like it's not even a character, it's just the actual
It's a doll.
scary AF doll that is very big, but tells people to run and stop in a regular game of red light, green light, except the consequences of red light, green light is if you don't stop, you die. So if you actually yell out stop and the kids are still moving, they're supposed to die. And then I've seen almost a number of gyms and different places play this like, yay, we fun. So there I see Jenna turning around being like, stop. And I go, no, Jenna, no, don't kill the children. No, please don't.
I didn't kill them, but I was like, I think it would be too much if I like had like, cause one of the other kids came dressed up as like one of the soldiers, I guess, and the red suit guy, and I was like, it would be funny if he had like a little gun and pretended to shoot people, but I'm like, nah, that's too much, that's too far.
I'm glad you self-censored that one. That has a really good component to that. But okay,
the
so
trippy
that's
part was the kids knew what like Squid Game, like before I even had that costume. That's why I decided it was an okay thing to do, because they were we played red light green light in class one day, and they were like, like Squid Games, and I'm like, y'all are 5, how are you watching this?
We all forget that when we were young, maybe not Jenna, but when we were young, I was maybe about 6 or 7, and I was telling my parents what movies they could and could not see. So I kind of get it. But still, this is one of the more graphic shows to be watching just in terms of violence. But yeah. Anyway, so yes, Jenna was busy. But let me describe it to you real quick, Jenna, and why you should watch this fight. Number one, Sandhagen came out of the box just aggressive, looked like a very good sign of a continuation of his fight with TJ. He's dominating, and Peter Yan, everybody's looking at him and be like, oh, he's not looking good right now. And I go, 2 things could be true. 1, Sandhagen's looking really good. And 2, Yan kind of starts slow. Yeah. And then once he started to turn it on, it was beautiful. And honestly, one of the best moments in the fight was when Peter Yan essentially did a spinning back fist that then turned into a Tasmanian devil rush that he followed up with a follow. I think it was with a right hand, but it was like somebody doing a spinning back fist, landing it and going, oh, I should do that again. Okay, good.
So he just went twice?
He went twice. And I got to tell you, it's one of those ones where you do see that, okay, Sandhagen didn't win on the cards. It was 49-46 all the way through. But he did a good job, and I have a lot of respect for him. So, we had a hard time trying to pick that one last week, but Corey put it down, and I think that he is at least demonstrated he is top-tier talent. But if I can implore you to watch any fight, I believed in my heart that was the real main event. So, aside from that, Kevin, do you have any notes that you'd like to go over with Islam Makhachev versus Dan Hooker?
I don't, because we've elapsed our allotted time, and I'm ready to reveal some results.
Yeah.
We have a busy lady who needs to go, I guess, continue to beat people up or sleep before she beats people up tomorrow. I don't know what fight camp is.
I have to do medicals all day tomorrow in LA. So fun.
Damn. Are you in LA or are you flying out there?
I'm in San Diego. So to drive up
Not too bad.
In the morning.
Not too bad. Just up the 405. Now I'm past 70. Raph, you should have stopped me minutes ago. Are you all ready for the results?
We are.
Yeah.
Well, look, Jenna, you picked a great amount of fights. 9 correct out of 14. We lost 1 out of 15, which isn't bad. So if you think about the ratio, that's amazing.
Good.
It's good. It's not quite good enough to beat my 11 accurate.
Oh, dang.
Predicted. And while I should give you extra points for Textura, that still brings you 1 point below the needed total. Because you did vote for Textura, and I was like, do we have that right? I need to go listen.
No, I didn't. I didn't vote for him.
Oh, well, then 8 fights.
So I
correct.
only have 8.
I wrote down
No,
Teixeira.
she is correct. Both of you did have Jan, so
Yeah.
this is why I always double check things, Jenna. Don't worry.
Well, I'm usually too generous.
Now I need to feel like, what are the other ones you might have gotten wrong?
We can walk you through them, but we want to make sure we get you out of here soon. However, Kevin, what does she have to do now, though?
She owes a food video, which we will accept after her fight, obviously.
Yes,
out of niceness for scheduling. And she's not going to like this, but I've been looking around for what's Colorado versus St. Louis pizza. Do you know what Colorado's thing is for pizza?
Why Colorado? Oh, that's where
I'm at.
I was like, wait. Duh.
No, hey, we'll get there.
Does Colorado have pizza?
First of all, yes. Ouch. Second of all, I don't know why I'm getting indignant because I'm about to. They have the crust with honey after they eat the rest of the pizza. So they eat the pizza, then they take some of the crust and they dip it in honey.
Like a dessert afterward.
Yes, but specifically, the bet would be that you have to explain that that's better than your beloved St. Louis pizza. And I think that's going to hurt. Because this is objectively stupid. We just dip it with honey afterwards? I don't even know what that is, but you're welcome. And
do they have honey at the all the pizza places? You can just they're gonna give you honey afterward.
So proactively, which is how we found out.
I mean,
because I moved here and it was
I was just in Colorado and
what's the honey for? And they were like, that's what we do here. It was like, excuse me? They're like, that's the Colorado thing. You eat the crust with some honey, and it's kind of more of a deep dish pizza.
I'm gonna fact check that with my friend because I don't trust you.
Well, Jenna, we thank you for your time. We're going to remind people in a sweep here that they should go watch you or see you fight next week over in Burbank. That would be great.
Yeah.
Obviously rooting for you. But yes, it will be very sad when people hear you suddenly talk trash about St. Louis pizza. And
they'll know it's a lie. They'll know that I have projects in my head.
Well, and can we teaser the next subject I have for the Bishops?
Please. Yes.
Ooh.
I'm at bishopbjj.com where it calls them BJJ's hottest couple.
That was an article somebody wrote about us.
I see it in quotes, and I would like to accept that challenge, Raph. We shall be finding other couples in BJJ and doing some ranking, but you know what? Plenty of time to worry about that.
Do all the things you need to do. You're going to find that there's nothing better than the Bishops.
What is great about that is that Tyler did chime in on our show, and he did send a note on our comment section that said, I really enjoyed the fact that Jenna bullied people more as the show went on. And I wondered, is that the case that happens on your show too? Do you end up bullying Tyler the longer you get on the show?
No, I just bully other people. Because Tyler knows me too well. It's not fighting because we usually generally agree on everything. It's it's annoying that way.
Well, but I felt bullied, so there we go.
And he knows me well enough to know that I love bullying people. So,
what a great hobby! You know what? That's what the LFA bullet points are going to read.
People heard her threaten to fight me on this pod, Raph. They heard it.
Great jiu-jitsu, good taste in pizza, will bully you if given the chance. Or your children, now that we know.
Oh, yeah. I tell the kids all the time, I'm the only one allowed to bully in the class.
You're the only anti-bully program that I am aware of. Jenna, listen, I'm so happy that we were able to recap the fights with you. Again, where can the people find you? Where can they see you fight? All that good jazz. Please promote your stuff.
I'm going to be fighting next Friday, November 12th on LFA. So if you're in Burbank, you can get tickets at LFAtix, that's with an X.com, or find me on Jena Bishop BJJ that's my IG, or listen to the podcast Not Fighting wherever you listen to your podcasts. And yeah, that's about it.
And bishopbjj.com.
Yeah, that too. I feel like I can't remember. Tyler runs all that stuff, so I don't know what's up there.
I clicked on
I
about the
think that does.
Bishops. I was like, I'm ready for a movie.
I think that does actually constitute bullying if he has to do all the work. As somebody who does a lion's share of the marketing,
I don't bully you. That
I'm
wasn't
just
me,
saying,
Jenna.
okay.
Don't worry. All right.
Tyler, that's Tyler's profession, okay? So I let him handle that.
Ugh, don't ever say that's the worst thing you can tell somebody. You know what you want to do for fun when you're done doing your actual job? More of your job.
It's always his idea. So I'm like, if you want me to do that, it's fine. But I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing, but
I was like, this is some BS. Well, ladies and gents, we appreciate you. Jenna, we got such great notes on your episode. So many people had lovely things to say about you. So
awesome.
Thank you so much for doing that. We're going to be rooting for you next week. And I anticipate we'll probably see you back on the show sooner than later.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is...